Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Simple Life of Natalie Jo. I'm Natalie, and welcome if you're new. I'm still kind of new too. Today, I'm going to be talking about the best time to start thinking about Christmas. Now, it's currently May when I'm filming this. To keep things simple and to keep things consistent, I've always lived on a very low income until kind of recently when I started a new job and we got an increase in pay. But for most of my adult life after college, I've had a very low income, and Christmas has always seemed like a struggle, which I feel like is for many people. I've heard about 78% of people live paycheck to paycheck, which is a lot of people. 78% of Americans. So I feel like with a little bit of planning and a little bit of, hard work and a little bit of, resources to help people, especially me, to help people with a little bit, thinking about Christmas, starting to think about it early, think about it, all the time, be on the lookout for gifts, be on the lookout for other things, decorations, and you may think that's silly because it's May, but I occasionally, shop at like thrift stores and stuff like that. And just look around and stuff like that. And I always year round, always see Christmas stuff out in the thrift stores. Another good place to look for Christmas items, decorations, etc., Christmas items is garage sales. I know you're thinking, oh, that's usually a summer thing. I live in Ohio, and garage sale season is a season. We can't do it all year round. It usually starts about May-ish, maybe end of May, and goes through maybe August or September, somewhere around there. It's a summer activity. Spring, summer, early fall. So, but yeah, they sometimes have decorations, Christmas items that they're trying to get rid of, which is great because you're getting it at a great discount. So you want to make sure that you look for it all year round, think about it all year round, maybe look for gifts. I remember a couple years ago, one Christmas or one year, I think it was like maybe July, maybe sometime in the summertime, maybe or late spring, I was at a thrift store and they had fanny packs, like those little, when you, the fanny packs, back from like the 80s and 90s. And one of them had flamingos on it. And I was like, oh my gosh, this would be a great gift for my sister. So I bought it. And it was like the spring or summer. But I knew she would love it. And I knew if I didn't get it, I might miss out on it. So I bought it and I kept it for her. And I think I bought her a few other things. But the thing is, I had to be thinking about and planning ahead. Oh, when am I going to, what would she like for Christmas? What's a unique gift that she would probably like? And that year she also, I think, for the past couple of years, she lives near an amusement park in Ohio, up near Lake Erie. You can probably know which one it is if you know anything about amusement parks. But she ended up getting passes for her and her kids. And I think my mom. Because there was something to do during the summer. So she goes, oh, that would be great to take there. But she liked it and, great. But you have to be, plan ahead, look ahead, think ahead, especially, gifts for any time, like birthday gifts, anniversary gifts. It doesn't have to be for Christmas per se, but just be on the lookout for gifts for any time. Yeah, so be on the lookout for gifts when you're out doing your normal shopping throughout the year. Another thing that I do that I started doing years ago, maybe like 6 or 7 years ago, ish, is I saw it on Facebook and this on Facebook, and I kind of adapted it. But they said, start like an envelope. So here's just a regular long envelope. And they said in the envelope, put gift cards. Label it Christmas. So I would just put, since it's 2022, just put, if I can spell today, Christmas 2022. Right like that on it. And you're going to want to put, so I kind of adapted it, but they said, you know, buy every paycheck, buy a gift card and put it in an envelope for Christmas. And put it in an envelope. Set it aside for Christmas. Now, that is one option you can do, because you can either do one of two things for the gift cards. One, you can give a gift card as a gift, if you like. You may want to think about a gas gift card for someone that like a teenager that maybe just started driving or something like that. Or like a gaming gift card for like teens or preteens that maybe have like a gaming system. So those are good options. Another thing you may want to think about in terms of gift cards is that you can, I have a Kroger store. In my area, Kroger is very big because we live where apparently I live close to where the main headquarters for Kroger is. So they're huge everywhere here. But you can get double fuel points. Sometimes they do like double fuel points or 4 times the fuel points for gift cards. But also, you know, think about maybe, you know, getting gift cards at certain places to get like extra fuel points. Or I know sometimes with the Myers M Perks program, they do some sort of bonus with or rewards with certain gift cards. You know, just make sure that the you know, whoever is, you know, offering some sort of bonus. I know sometimes Speedway you get some sort of bonus points for certain gift cards. So, you know, that's also an option. But, you know, you can give the gift cards, but also if you know, if you're going to go to a certain store to buy gifts, you just use the gift card as you were going to buy gifts and go buy the gifts, which is great. Because I know that my aunt likes a certain holiday scent at Bath & Body Works. So I can just get a Bath & Body Works gift card and then go buy her gift with it. But what I've done with, I kind of adapted it is, every month, so I label it, you know, Christmas, and I put, you know, January, February, March, April, May, June. You know, all the way to December. But I put $20 each month. $20. You know, and then by the end of like the year, I have over $200 saved for Christmas, which I could probably change the amount if I wanted to. But I figured even if I spend more than what's in the envelope, it's better than not having anything prepared or saved, because that $200 or whatever it is, $300, whatever, $200 plus that I would be spending on Christmas, because sometimes comes to hits your budget hard in December, you know, maybe even into November, for Black Friday, when you're trying to start your Christmas shopping. It comes to, you know, it's like, oh my gosh, Christmas is so expensive. Maybe you should, you know, if you do a little planning, be like, hey, I'm going to set aside $20 a month or $20 each paycheck, or buy a gift card or two throughout the year, you know, and look throughout the year for gifts. Christmas doesn't really hit your budget too hard. But also what you may want to think about with, like, if you start something like this, an envelope, is not only gifts, budget for gifts, but budget for wrapping paper, like wrapping supplies, gift bags, Scotch tape. It doesn't seem like enough, like anything, but sometimes if you're like, oh, I forgot Scotch tape, I don't really have a whole lot of extra money for tape. But if you get like so if you're doing like the gift cards thing, if you go to like, you could get like even if you're at Kroger and get like a Kroger gift card. Put like $20 on a Kroger gift card for like um, tape, wrapping supplies, maybe new scissors if you need it. Think about that. Think about other things that you do throughout the year that you may want to save a combination of cash and or gift cards for. Like traveling. Do you travel anywhere? Do you need gas money? Do you need, extra money while you're traveling? I guess starting years ago when my nephews were little, my older sister started a pajama day weekend where she'd have them over one weekend and they'd have like a sleepover. But if you're going out of town one weekend or have some sort of event that you may need to think about to get like, gas for, or like a gift for the host, like the host, if you're invited to like a holiday party and you want to bring like a small gift for whoever's throwing the party, or like a gift exchange at work or something like that. You also want to think about, not even local things traveling, but do you guys do a trip every year? Some sort of trip out of state to, like, and that's just like your Christmas tradition. Like you go to an amusement park out of state, maybe south or in California, something like that. Look now for deals on flights, travel, hotels, things like that. Souvenirs, save for souvenirs if you want that, something like that. Also, another thing that you want to think about when you're planning Christmas is, do you do any sort of concerts, nutcracker, plays that you need to, save for tickets for? How much are the tickets normally? How much, where's the concert at? Do you need to stay overnight? Do you need to go, do you need new clothes for that? Plan for that. Or maybe look throughout the year. Do I need a new outfit for some sort of play or concert or musical that I'm going through at the end of the year? Another thing that you may want to think about is a holiday meal. Do you have a holiday meal? Are you the one that cooks the holiday meal? Do you bring a dessert or something, or some sort of side? How does that work? Do you need something for that? Because that holiday meal can be $200 to $300 plus, depending on how many people you have over. So you want to make sure that you plan for that if you're the one throwing or doing most of the cooking. So yeah, and there's another thing that, a gift card would be good for. Get $20, a $20 Kroger gift card or wherever you do your shopping at, for the meal, or, whatever. Or if you buy the drinks or something, or like pop or whatever, or soda for the drinks. Or if you bring a bottle of wine over to someone, or, don't forget about that. That's an expense that people sometimes forget about. So, I mean, depending on what you're doing and how, it can add up really fast. Because if you think about it, if you spend like $200 on food for a meal, like $200 for gifts for everyone, like $50 on gas, another $20 $30 on wrapping supplies and gift wrap, a gift for your boss, or a gift exchange. The holiday cards. Do you send out holiday cards? Do you need stamps? Stamps, I heard, are going up soon. I think they're like 55 cents now. I think they're going up to 60 cents a stamp. Do you need stamps? Do you need, do you do photo cards? Do that could easily be another 20, 30-ish dollars. Now you're up to like $500 all at once. And at the end of the year, that can really hurt your budget. So, you want to make sure that you prepare and plan ahead. That's why I started this envelope system. Because like I said, even if I save 200, I think I did the math. By like October, if you do $20 a month, that's $200. And another $20 November and December, that's $240. So if you think about it, if you save at least half throughout the year, that's not gonna be a big effect on your budget as if you had to come up with $500 at the end of the year. Another thing that I've heard of that my mom was telling me about, I'm not sure if any banks or credit unions still do this, but she said that there used to be this thing called a Christmas club or something, and it was like a bank account that you could get through your bank or credit union, that you could only take out the money like at the end of the year, like November and December, which it sounds great. But yeah, so you can only take it out there, but you put money in all year, and that's also another great idea. So you have it, which is a great idea. So yeah, so there's another option. I mean, don't be afraid to be like, hey, go up to your family, be like, hey, this year I don't really have the money for X, or I don't have enough money for gifts for everyone. Can we do something different? Can we draw, for the adults, can we draw names, and maybe be like, hey, every kid's getting a gift card for me or cash. I know my nephews, are, I think, like 13 and 11, maybe. I don't know. My math isn't that great, but yeah, but they're like teenagers. They would be fine with cash or a gift card. Which is fine. I'm sure they'll be happy with whatever. But yeah, so if you really can't afford it, explain it to people. I know that my mom, my sisters would understand, my parents would understand, but just try to be honest, because maybe your other family members are in the same boat, and are afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to speak up if you want to change something. Change tradition, make your own traditions, or just be like, hey, this year I can't do it. I can't do any of it. I'll send out Christmas cards, give you a gift card. That's all I can really do this year. And I'm sure they'll be fine with it. Just trying to think of other things that you could do. I mean, you could also do, like, I know my dad's side of the family does this white elephant game, like a dice game, I think they call it, and it's literally things. You wrap things like think of traditional white elephant, if you know the term. Things that you have in your house that you don't want anymore and don't need. You just wrap. You don't have to buy anything. You can if you want, but you don't have to buy anything. And you just wrap it. And the beauty of this game is there can be more gifts than people. There usually is. And you may not get a gift, but the fun is the game. And you do roll doubles. They usually have a couple different sets of dice going around. But yeah, you roll doubles and then you get a gift. And then you wait until the end. to open it. But yeah, think of some game like that. And I know my boyfriend's family does a different game where everyone gets a number and there's one gift. Everyone brings one gift. They buy like, I think it's like a $20 or $25 limit. And then you go in order. Number 1 goes first, you open the gift. Number 2 can steal the gift or pick a new gift, and so on down the line. But then number 1 can either keep their gift or trade it. Whatever they want to do. So, don't be afraid to be like, hey, I want to change something, or I want to do X. Can we try X this year? Can we try something different this year? I think my sister one year made a lasagna for Christmas. On Christmas. So, you don't have to do turkey because everyone does turkey. We always have turkey. Get out of that mindset of we always do this or we always have this. Yeah, so start thinking about Christmas now, gifts now, things now. So, but when come November, December, it doesn't come to a shock as your but shock to your budget. Alright, so that's all I have for you today. Remember, the less stuff you own, the easier house is to clean and organize. Have a great week, guys.